Hey, Murderphoniacs! This is your host, Tony Ciaglia, the serial killer whisperer. And this, as he always is, he means the world to me.
And you and me, buddy.
I love him with everything I am.
Thank you. Right back at you.
Thank you. The co-host, the coxman.
You notice I'm drinking.
That's impressive. Because this is early on in the game.
Well, I got a little whiskey in here today, so I don't drink. Just a joke.
You know, Dad, I'd like to talk about a great 5-star review.
Is that the one you read?
That we got. The one that I read. Was that last week?
Last week, yeah, it was.
Yeah. Well, her name is Kelly. She's from Seattle. And she is a huge fan. And Kelly, thank you. Thank you so much.
Yeah, that was great. Remember, we didn't know who wrote it.
Mm-hmm.
So
it was great.
Now we know. Thank you, Kelly.
I want to give a shout out to our friend, Francine. You Murderphoniacs are all familiar with Francine. We've spoke about her in the past. We are still praying for you, Francine. We're still praying for you. And if you're feeling up to it, please send us an update on how you're doing. How you're feeling. It's been a while since we've heard from you. May God bless you.
You take care, Francine. Let us know, though, please, if you're feeling up to it. Thank you, Tony, for that. Appreciate it.
Okay, everybody. The season is almost over. So, ladies, gonna get a little risky. Because I'm feeling it.
Oh, no.
I'm going to open up a button here, okay?
Oh, God.
See? A little bit of hair. A little bit of sex appeal.
It's animal. Let's put it away.
Since it's the end of the season, or almost there, that means your boy here has to leave you guys with something fucking spectacular. What does the serial killer whisperer like to talk about? And it's not about how big my dick is, although I do like to talk about that. It's not that. It's about laying pipe. Yes. It's about laying pipe. Right now, I'm going to talk about two very special females that we covered over season 6. Coxman.
Yes.
Who would you rather nail? Kenny's own little princess, Kelly, or Veronica Compton? Never mind. Never mind. That's putting you on the spot.
Thank you.
I'm not going to, you don't have to answer that.
Thank you. I wasn't going to anyway.
I'm a fool. I'm a fool for even asking you a question like that. Show some fucking respect, Tony. Gosh. Listen, I don't want you to think you're leaving our audience hanging, because that's not the case. After all, that's why you have me. Yeah, I'd be happy to answer that question. And my answer, you know, just like all of my answers, it's going to be hot. Let's see. Who would I rather nail? Some of you guys might say, they're both hot, flip a coin. No, not me. That's not the way I roll. You see, I'm going to give you a real answer. Okay? Kelly is hot, right? Kelly's hot. If you're interested in the next door type of girl. Or if you're interested in your son or daughter's PTA leader. If you can't find her in either of those two positions, you'll find her teaching Sunday school. Now, Veronica Compton. Oh, yeah. Work it, baby. That's right, right there. You know how Daddy likes it. So what if she's a coke junkie, right? So what? Who cares if she sold her pussy on the street for a few extra dollars? So you might say she's a little rough around the edges. But, at the end of the day, who are you? Who are you? And who am I to pass judgment? So back to the question. Who would I rather nail? And by using the word nail, I'm really upsetting Kenny Bianchi. Because, as we all know, Bianchi is a romantic guy who loves being in love. If I'm out on the prowl, looking to nail, hands down, I'm nailing Compton. Kelly's more of a relationship girl that I'm bringing home to Mom and the Coxman. So, we can move on now. I'd also, while we're at it, like to shout out to some of our top level MURDERPHONIAC Buy Me a Coffee supporters. Thank you all for being loyal members. Francine, Rhonda, Teresa, John, Beth, Victoria, Samantha, Carrie, Krebs, Amy, Ashley, Rodney, Kelly, not the Kelly, but the Kelly, who left that great
Seattle Kelly.
Yes. And Bonnie. Speaking of Bonnie. Bonnie. Yep. Speaking of Bonnie, we're going to talk about Bonnie's picture that she sent to us. It's really cool.
It really is.
And she did the writing here, okay? And the Coxman's going to point it out so you guys can really take it in. I put Kenny's psychiatry in pink because he hates women.
There it is on top.
There it is on top.
Kenny's psychiatry.
Pink stands for femininity. For example, little girls. He acts like he doesn't hate women. He has a deep-seated hatred for women, deep in his Say it.
Psychopathy. Yes. Atta girl, Bonnie.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yes, she loves that word.
Psychopathy.
Atta girl, Bonnie. He hates everything women stand for. He paints a picturesque portrait of himself, of being a romantic and amorous lover, a Casanova, a Prince Charming. He deflects everything that he really is, which is a cruel, sadistic human being. Just mimicking emotions in what he wants people to think of him, because he claims to be an innocent man. And we're so sick of hearing that, aren't we?
Oh, God, 44 years.
44 years of it. Innocent he is not, but a cruel, sadistic, vile human being. Good job, Bonnie. You obviously have done your homework.
And paid attention.
We're very proud of you. Then we have the pediatrics dentistry, because he had 3 sets of teeth, the demon teeth.
Here it is, over here.
And we got B&B law firm, because he fancied himself to be a lawyer,
right here,
like Ted Bundy. B&B stands for Bundy and Bianchi. Then you got Papa Shoes, because he claimed he didn't wear his father's shoes to his funeral. We know that's another lie.
Yeah. Bullshitter.
Security. He was a security guard in which he lured women. He tried out to be a police officer in L.A.,
LAPD right there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, and others, like Rochester, right?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Cop. He wanted it bad.
Hardware store, where I'm sure he got all the things he could use to kill women. Boy, she's really getting it all, isn't she?
Yeah, she is.
The expert, because he is an expert in everything. Don't you know? Women, psychiatry, law.
Knows it all.
Knows it all. Smartest man in the room.
Oh, yeah.
Kenny Psychiatry, because he claimed to be a psychiatrist.
Yeah. $10, 5 questions.
Oh.
Right?
Yeah. Last but not least, I put L.A. Woman on the hillside. And of course, Murder Phone. Thank you, Bonnie. That's a lot of work you put into that.
Oh, yeah. Lots.
Mm-hmm.
I really like the girl with her hair on fire.
Yeah.
I mean, she's got the lyrics from, what was that? Episode 5, I think, when you did the L.A. Woman.
Mm-hmm.
That's really cool, Bonnie.
Very creative.
Very. Thank you.
Thank you, Bonnie.
Today's episode is called, guys, are you ready? Serial Killer Show and Tell. And we're going to have a little fun and share a few of the items and artwork that Tony received from Captain Bianchi.
Bianchi!
Over the years. And, you know, this is definitely a time, guys, to get on YouTube. I mean, come on.
Yeah, you know, though, if they're not on YouTube by now, I don't feel sorry for them.
What they need to get on it.
I'm just saying.
Come on, it's show and tell. We can only tell on the podcast, and we can show on YouTube.
Go to YouTube.
There's plenty to show.
Type in murderphone.com.
All the videos are there. Everything's there. All right. I think now that you murder phoniacs are very aware of what a whack job Bianchi is, but we will show you through some conversations just how weird this dude can be. And it's comical to a point. Don't you agree, Tom?
Agreed.
All right. Take it away, buddy.
I agree. This should be good for a few laughs.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Lighten it up a little.
Okay, let's start with a letter and some family photos that Bianchi shared with me. Letter dated July 21st, 2008. Dear Tony, I am very grateful to you and your family for your prayers. Did you pray for this motherfucker?
That's my answer.
And you're sticking by it.
I am.
As crazy as it may be. I come from a large family group who was very close and interactive for some time. But as some became financially successful and forgot or abandoned their roots. And he's so dramatic. And others not as financially successful. People drifted apart. However, there are a lack of nice people in my family. Just wish we were all close like years past. I miss those days. You have a great family. You're very lucky. You know, I guess I'm getting the fact that they cut him off when he was arrested and put in prison.
Oh, they did.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Only fucking Francis. You know? But that's his
She had
mother.
to stick around with his mother.
Yeah, she had to stick around. The photos that are enclosed, the one with my cousin, Sal, his late mother, and mom in the middle, was taken in 1994 at Sal's former home in Rochester, New York. Hey fucking Sal. Yeah, I said Sal. Come on over here. Get me a beef sandwich. Now you gotta look at these pictures, okay? Sal is like a total greaseball. Right?
Sal, did you take care of that thing for me? You know the thing.
No, come on, what thing?
Come on, Sal. Come on.
We're not supposed to be talking about that, you know. No names, no names.
Yeah, what about your nephew? We gonna talk about him?
Come on. We didn't rehearse that. You just threw that at me. That was fucking legendary. I love that. We're going to talk about your nephew?
Yeah, that fucking nephew. So we going to talk about him? Huh?
Hey, listen. He meant good. He wanted to be a police officer, all right? It didn't work out.
Didn't work out for him.
It didn't work out.
I know.
Now, Sal, he looks like a greaseball, just like Angelo looks like.
Yeah. They're up there on, if you're on YouTube, you're seeing them, and we're going to get the real pictures out. The real pics.
The real pics. Try and get a little closer to the camera. I noticed that in Winks past, you failed.
Suck it.
Come on.
All right, here it is. I hope we're in the camera. See, I can't tell. I don't know. I think he's in the camera. I think you could tell who Sal is. Can you guys tell who Sal is? So anyway, that's the picture. There's Sal.
We're Italian, too.
Yeah, there he is, Sal. He's taking care of things.
Sal, give me that fucking beef sandwich already.
And there she is, Frances. That's his adopted mom. You'll find out later. There she is in the middle. And they're way over on the other side. Sal's mother.
That's not fair. You threw that on me, too.
That's Sal's mother. Who? Your adopted mother?
My adopted
what
mom.
Am I, well, hey,
she says it.
Proud.
She says it.
She does. They'll hear it.
They'll hear it.
Frances. Yeah, Sal's ma looked like she could kick some ass here. She's got that look.
Holy cow.
Right?
Yeah.
And then we know about Frances. She was a tough woman.
Tough old woman.
Whew. Anyway, that's them. Then we got...
You know when we visited her? Remember when I had to go to the bathroom? Yeah. She said she would clean me off.
Stop.
What?
Get back to the letter.
Okay.
Back to the letter.
Just like she did her son, Kenny.
Back to the letter.
Back to the letter. The other two photos are from late 79 or so and are my late stepdad, Sam, and mom with my son, Ryan. My son was born on February 21st, 1978. The pictures were taken during my trial, and my mom and dad took care of Ryan. My mom wanted so much to reunite with Ryan, her only grandson. But after everything that happened, Kelly wouldn't allow it. Can you believe that? And my son will never know or get to know what a wonderful grandmother she is. There's no good reason for that. Tony, I just don't understand any of this. What does he think is the reason?
It's what happens, right?
When you kill 12 women.
Yeah, 2 children.
Yeah. Wait, hold on. You don't just kill. You don't just kill.
No.
Right?
Tell me, what did he do?
He kidnapped. He tortured. He raped. He sodomized. Murdered and threw on the hillside like trash. That's why Kelly, I'm just thinking, don't call me a psychiatrist or anything like that, but maybe that is the reason why Kelly would not let Frances see her grandson. That's just what I'm saying.
I think it's a pretty good summation.
Okay.
I really do.
Okay.
Don't you?
Yeah, I do.
Now, this particular picture, Tony and I looked at it last night and discussed it. This is Frances with Ryan. And she has the look on her face like, you fucked up, little Ryan. And when you fuck up around me, you get punished. It looks to me like he just came back from the stove. But he's little, so she didn't put his hand on the hot stove. But she showed him, this is what happened to your dad when he was a little boy. Do you want that to happen to you?
Oh, my gosh.
Right?
Yeah, that was really good.
Well, I could get all of that out of that picture. We discussed it.
Yeah, we did. Do you think she was cleaning him off at that age?
No, I don't think so. Oh, my God. Oh.
Well, I'm not sure if you caught this part of his letter. However, there are a lack of nice people in my family. Just wish we were all close like years past. I miss those days.
Wow.
Kind of makes you think of the lizard man, Angelo. Could you see Angelo and Sal, the beef man, out on the fucking town? Could you see them out there? Hey, we're going to get a little bit of this.
It's a little bit of
that.
A
little bit of that.
And mozzarella's tough.
It is, isn't it? It is tough. Yeah. Sal, I'm still waiting for that fucking beefsteak.
You know what? You asked if I had any feelings when I heard that the first time. Scared.
Scared of what?
There's other little Angelos around.
Oh, because of...
Yeah, he's got people that they aren't so likable. They're kind of not very nice. Now, what the... That's Ken Bianchi saying that shit.
Dad.
Right?
Yeah, but just think, though. Didn't Angelo have 8 fucking kids?
Yeah, yes, he did.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I wonder if whatever happened with that.
I hope they're okay. I mean, I hope... Yeah. That's kind of tough.
Yeah.
All right. Let's let's get into the saga of the little pig. What do you think? The little creepy pig.
This is phenomenal.
That you got from Francis.
Phenomenal.
Now, we recently moved the shed. We can't find that little creepy fucker. We looked around as best we could.
You know it's in one of the boxes that are stacked.
But there's pictures. There's going to be pictures there on YouTube. You'll see what we're talking about with this little creepy fuck.
Hi, Francis.
Hi.
This is Tony.
Oh, hi, my adopted son.
Yes, this is him.
I didn't know you were a singer.
Yeah. Did Ken tell you?
He sent me a picture of a handsome-looking man.
That's me. Oh, thank you.
So where do you sing?
Well, I used to sing at the MGM MGM Grand here in Las Vegas. I got the bear.
The piggy?
Yeah, the piggy.
Yeah, did you get it?
Uh-huh.
In one piece?
In one piece. It's bronze.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
I can't locate his shoes.
You can't find the shoes?
I've called all the scavengers and they haven't got them.
Ah.
So Frank has to go through a lot of stuff to see if they're in his things.
Uh-huh. I talked to Ken yesterday.
He hasn't called me and I'm worried.
No, he's going to call you today, he said.
Okay.
And he told me to tell you that he loves you.
I love him dearly. It hurts me to have him where he is.
Now, that was Frances talking to her adopted son, Tony. You guys all heard it. Oh, it's my adopted son.
I told you she tried to clean me off when I took a shit at the fucking elderly home.
She loved you, man. How'd you get so lucky? She loved you.
I'm a nice guy.
And you're a singer. I didn't know you were a singer. Where do you sing? Kenny told me. Tony got the pig, right? He got it. It came in the mail.
It came in the mail.
Right? But Frances can't locate the shoes. She is not happy about it. You got to love this woman. She goes, I called all the scavengers. She's talking about her family.
Mm-hmm.
I called all the scavengers. None of them seem to have it or know where the shoes are.
She did call them scavengers.
Yes, she did. You heard it.
Yeah.
But look, you did get the fact. She obviously loves Kenny, and she feels bad he's in prison. I mean, that comes through.
I want to hold on. Can I say something really quick?
Yeah.
My mom was sleeping once. God bless. This was a cruel trick, but I took that little fucking pig and I set it on her chest, and she woke up. And she thought she was having a heart attack. We had to take her.
Stop, he's kidding.
We had to rush her to the hospital.
Your mom's going to kill you.
I'm kidding.
All right. Now here's Kenny giving his thoughts. And then this is typical Bianchi, folks.
It was something that was given to you when you were a child?
What did she send you?
There was no writing inside the box. It came in a box,
Yeah.
and somebody must have sent it for her.
Must have come from my cousin Frank. He's got everything.
It said Francis Piccone though on the address.
Oh, sure, but she doesn't have anything at the home. Everything is at my cousin Frank's house.
Okay.
So it had to have been packaged and sent by him, but it would have her name on it, so you know who it came from. So she knew that it was her that had, done that.
Yeah.
She didn't do that. Somebody had done that for her. Wow, the bear. I'll be damned. I never thought she would part with that.
I didn't ask for it.
No, I understand that, Tony. No, no, I'm not upset with you, man. It's just I wish she had departed with anything but that stuff. Yeah, that was a bear I had as a baby from the 50s, and had it as a small child, and then eventually she, as I got older and everything, she had it like it was bronzed at one time, but over the years the bronze, the outside coating may have just worn off and everything, but it was bronzed at one time. But inside the metal is a stuffed bear, small stuffed bear I had as a baby. I'll be darned. Oh well. Yeah, I'm not upset with you. I thought maybe she would just kind of. I'm not dead, I mean, I may actually get out one day.
I'm not dead.
I may actually get out one day and stuff, and I mean, it's like when I get out, I'm not going to have any keepsakes from my childhood left because it's either been lost, destroyed, or she's given it to family members or stuff. I have nothing. I'll have nothing left, man. It's like I don't exist. It's almost like I don't exist. It's weird. It's a weird feeling.
Huh? He thought it was a bear, but it's a creepy fucking evil pig. That fits him better. A pig, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
What?
You heard him.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
He never thought she would part with it. You know what, though, Kenny? I'm her adopted son.
And
that's why I got it.
Yeah.
I got it. Yeah.
How could she? Did you hear him?
Mm-hmm. How could she?
I never thought she would.
How could she part with it? Let's make a deal, all right, Kenny? I'm not a bad guy. That's why so many people like me. All right? So here's what we're going to do. Let's make a deal, Kenny. If you ever get out of prison, I'll send you that pig. How's that?
Oh, what kind of deal is that? I guess it's pretty safe to say that you're going to have the pig the rest of your life, right?
You imagine if he heard that?
Oh.
Or like when I'm talking about his mom cleaning me off and shit.
Oh.
Do you imagine? You know?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He'd be nuts.
Oh, yes.
So anyway, you all got this. He's not mad at Tony. Tony, I'm not mad at you. But I might get out someday. No, you're not fucking getting out, Ken. Let's just be straight about this. I may actually get out someday, and I won't have any keepsakes. I won't have any keepsakes from my childhood. None. Because she parted with that. Keepsakes. Kenny, what did you have for your childhood? What were your keepsakes? You probably had a little plastic badge, right? A little police badge, which you probably used later for nefarious reasons. And you probably had a little garrote, maybe about this big, that he would go like this around his little teddy bears and shit. Right?
That's awesome.
Those are his keepsakes.
That's good material right there. That's great material.
Kenny, forget about the keepsakes. You're not getting out. And I know. It's like you don't exist. Tony, it's like I don't exist. Mm-hmm. I don't exist anymore. Fucking ass. Yeah,
Fucking asshole.
she's just a goof. What can I say?
Mm-hmm.
Ken, I told him what I got in the mail,
Yes?
and he thinks that it is a bear
No.
that you...
Lady that gave me that pig was a very poor lady. And in them days, them bad piggies sold for 59 cents.
Uh-huh.
So tell him no, it was a pig.
It was a pig.
Yes, you can see by the ears and the mouth.
I will tell him.
Oh, no bear.
How old was Ken when you gave that to him?
He had a bear that he used to take to bed with him, but it was stolen.
Oh.
It was a couple of years old.
Okay, so the bear got stolen.
Yeah.
Did you ever put that in bronze?
No, it was a fresh stuffed bear.
Uh-huh.
You couldn't bronze that
But you bronzed the pig.
because it was made of rubber.
Okay.
Seeing if it was, even the pig made of rubber was hard to bronze, but he
Uh-huh.
took him a couple of weeks, but he did it.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad you got something of my son.
All right, guys, you heard that. Francis made it pretty clear. It's not a bear, it's a fucking pig, and tell Kenny.
Dad,
Yeah?
you know, we can't find it, although I do think it's in one of the boxes.
Yeah, there's so much stuff
that
in
there's
there.
so much shit in there. Who knows? The bear might have just
What?
been creepy. He might have just walked away on its own.
You mean the pig?
I mean, the pig, yes. He might have just walked away on its own.
He looked like he could walk.
Mm-hmm.
You guys see the pictures of him. You got to go on YouTube and see this little creep.
You need to.
Move.
How tall is it about? This tall?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it came with a flower.
Yes.
Uh-huh. Well. So what, guys? The pig is creepy, right? But this certainly isn't creepy.
Da-da.
Da, 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 da.
I don't know if we
Da,
can
da.
see it. Can they see it, you think?
Oh, they gotta see it. They gotta see it.
Describe it. Just in case.
Mm-hmm.
Show and tell.
Show and tell, everybody. That is a portrait of myself that Ken Bianchi did for me. And he actually signed his name to it. To my best friend, Tony. Signed, Ken Bianchi.
Kenny.
Kenny.
I hope they can all see it.
He's a good artist.
He is a good artist. That definitely is a good likeness of you at that age. Don't you think?
You fucking kidding? I haven't aged. I could still pull that right there.
Can
you? Mm-hmm. Girl this weekend when I was dancing told me she thought I was in my 20s. And I just said, baby, keep thinking that. Mm-hmm.
What was she, 12?
What? I asked my psychologist what he thought about the whole best friends thing. And he told me he's a psychopath. He can't have best friends. They just don't know how to go about being a friend. And you know, that didn't make any fucking sense to me back then. But years later.
Yeah, I remember.
Uh-huh.
You kind of like said, what are you talking about? Remember you brought the picture.
Mm-hmm.
He said he signed here, best friend. I'm his best friend. Nick said, no.
No.
I didn't, you know what? I didn't understand psychopaths back then. Because, you know, Tony had just started. This was in, I think, 07, 08.
You want to get into Joey's birthday card?
Oh, yeah. Hell yes. Yes, please.
Guys, this is one of the best phone clips I have of me talking to a fucking lunatic psychopath. This will give you a look at the
psychopathy.
The psychopathy of Ken. Listen to this call, and you will hear the change in him over a stupid birthday card.
How's your family?
They're good.
And you?
I'm good. Today's my 5th day in a row of feeling great.
Oh, nice.
That's good, isn't it?
Real? Oh, good. That's great, Tony. Every day that you don't have to go through all that is a great day.
Damn right.
Wow, that's terrific.
Yeah. Thanks.
Did your brother ever get my birthday card?
Who?
Your brother, did he ever get my birthday card?
No.
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 Oh, don't tell me that. I sent him a birthday card to your box.
No. Maybe today it'll come?
No, Tony, I did that 2 weeks ago.
Oh. It would have come to my mailbox, so...
Oh, no. What could have happened? Yeah, no, I sent it to your mailbox.
Was it to Joey or to me?
To Joey in care of your mailbox. Joey Saglia, care of your mailbox.
None of that never came to me.
Oh, no. Now I'm worried because I also sent that brief to the court, and I haven't heard anything from the court. Well, what in the world's happening to my mail? I sent the birthday card to Joey almost a week before I talked to you the last time.
Yeah, because remember you mentioned something about it.
Right. I talked to you, I believe it was last Sunday, and I had sent it the previous Monday. So almost 2 weeks ago. Oh, man. Now I'm worried.
It went from, how's your family? Your brother? You didn't get my birthday card? No. That was a crazy person.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely crazy. You could tell he didn't even sign the fucking card, Ken Bianchi. He just wrote Ken.
Here it is.
Here's the card.
And it's up on YouTube, I think. We put it up there.
Mm-hmm.
Well, here's the card. Just not too much.
Not much. He didn't even sign much.
And there it is. So it says, Joey, I'll keep it a closely guarded secret. Happy birthday. Best regards, always, Ken.
No.
Ken.
Ken.
He didn't sign Ken Bianchi.
Mm-hmm.
And here he printed Kenneth Bianchi. He printed on his return address. He didn't sign that either. I don't know what the hell he was.
So now, guys.
He is nuts.
Now, guys, you have to understand this. You've got people, bad people, at my mailbox searching my fucking mail and stealing it because it says Ken Bianchi because they want a souvenir. Do you realize how crazy that sounds?
Oh, can I add a little?
I'd love
what the
for it.
conversation. I mean, they heard it.
You're on a roll
They
today.
had to love it. Don't tell me that. Don't tell me that. Oh no, Tony, no. What could have happened? What could have happened? I sent my legal briefs the same time I sent Joey's card. No. Now I'm worried. Now I'm worried. You know, we still say that to this day. Don't we?
Yes.
Now I'm worried.
17
Now I'm
17 years later.
We still say it.
Yeah,
Fucking around. And there's the infamous card. See, it did show up. It came.
Mm-hmm.
It was probably a couple of days late, but he went through all of this.
You know, all of this concerning a lost birthday card is from a man who viciously murdered 12 innocent women and children. I'm not done. I'm not done. Wait until you hear this shit at the end of his letter. Letter dated March 2nd, 2009. Since it is possible someone at your mailbox place realized who had sent that card to Joey or someone, Dad, you right?
Yeah.
They're like fucking Mexicans. They hardly fucking speak English.
Exactly.
Right?
That's what I was laughing about.
Is that what I see?
Yes. Yeah, we're in
Telepath.
Yeah, telepathic.
Telepathic sense. Oh man. I knew it. Telepathic.
Yeah.
I knew you wanted to fuck Veronica Compton.
Oh, stop.
I just got it out of your mind.
Stop.
I got it out of your mind.
Stop it.
So, back to the letter. Sorry, I had to point that out.
Yeah.
The Mexicans.
You got to
and
make sure they get this. Because this is a real asshole move.
Mailbox place realized who had sent that card to Joey, or someone there wanted a souvenir. I'm not signing this letter. Like a little bitch.
Yeah.
I'm not signing this letter. Best to you. Much respect. What a fucking asshole.
No signature.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
What a fucking asshole. What does he think? He's Tom Cruise?
If I had the time, I'd dig the letter out of here because I had to look at it, just to make sure.
That was exactly how it went down?
That's exactly what he said. I'm not signing this letter.
What
I'm
is
sorry, who did you say?
I said, what does he think? He's Al Pacino, Tom Cruise, Brad Pitt,
Right?
Jack Nicholson? Oh, man.
He's something.
Yes, he certainly
Isn't
is.
he? Let's continue with a little more B&B, which is Bianchi bullshit. I think you coined that term.
I did.
Thank you.
I like it. Thanks for giving me credit.
I like it.
Thanks for Hey, and be careful when you pick this picture up here.
Yeah.
Because it's falling apart.
Who carried that in? Well, we're not picking it up yet, so I'll be careful.
Okay.
Right? Here it is. The birthday card. A couple of short letters that should make for a good laugh. We've been doing pretty good, I think.
I think so.
Lighten the mood. Tony mentioned how his mom hates Ted. So this is what the captain had to say in his letter dated February 17th, 2009. With Ted and my mom, it's complicated. Mom feels Ted is full of shit. She hates him and doesn't even like talking with me about it.
That's the best.
What she doesn't realize, here he goes, it's very difficult to get a book published, especially a controversial one that opposes such a popular and accepted fake story.
This is Ted Ponticelli, isn't it?
Yes, it's
Yeah.
Ted Ponticelli.
That's a great last name, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it is. So, I mean, it's unbelievable.
Mm-hmm.
This guy just doesn't quit.
You know, though, yeah, he doesn't quit.
No. So with each failure and the years passing, Mom hates Ted. But Ted remains optimistic.
You know, it's just a way of paying the rent until I finish my novel.
Oh, how long have you been working on it?
4.5 years.
Wow, must be really good.
It's a piece of shit.
All right, tell them what we're doing. Tell them what we're doing.
We threw in a little Animal House there. You know, the professor.
He's got the kids there, right?
What's his name? The professor?
Kiefer Sutherland's father.
Yes.
Donald Sutherland.
Donald Sutherland.
Yes. That was good.
It worked good. I
Yeah.
liked it.
Back to the letter, guys. Publishers don't know how explosive and groundbreaking, not to mention how potentially profitable without evidence can be if published properly and promoted. But I truly respect Mom's opinion about Ted. What, that he's a piece of shit, huckster, liar? Because that's what she
Yes.
said.
Yeah, that's what she said.
Now, here's a letter that touches on this subject a little over a year and a half later. Ken is now writing his autobiography with a woman named Christine from England. And of course, she's in love with him. Aren't they all?
They all are, Dad.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, okay.
All of them.
So this is from a letter dated May 11th, 2010. I'm also not an insecure guy by nature. Right.
Say that again.
I also am not an insecure guy by nature. But lately, just something has come over me. A retired priest friend of mine, who I've known for 25 years, he was a Catholic chaplain here, suddenly stopped writing or responding to my letters about 3 months ago. My stepfather's ex-wife, Sue, visited and talked to my mom for years. Then she stopped visiting and calling and won't answer her calls. Very disturbing.
Very.
And now there's Ted. Christine tells me that Ted, whom I've known and worked with for 15 years, has no interest or intention to publish the book without evidence that is favorable to me. A year ago, he's optimistic, right?
Right.
Ted remains optimistic.
Mm-hmm.
It's because I testified at Bono's trial. It was in 1981. This is 2010. I guess Ted gave it the old try, right?
Yeah.
I mean, he hung around. I just really thought that was funny. It's because I testified at it. No, it's not, you fucking idiot, because you know you had Christine contact Ted and tell Ted that he's full of shit because she wants to write the autobiography. You know how this is going down. And Ted got pissed off and said, fuck you, Ken. I'm done dealing with you. Am I right?
You're exactly right. So basically, Ted was in it just for the money.
That's it.
And Christine was in it just for the money. But she had this clown thinking she was in love with him.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. So then, this is back to the letter. I confronted Ted in a way not to be accusing or offend him. And he hasn't visited me or written since then. This is May 2010. Did you guys get that? He didn't want to offend him. He didn't accuse him. But then Ted hasn't visited or written to him ever again. Oh, yes.
Hey, take a hint, asshole.
Right?
Take a hint.
This is great. Congrats on your book being finished. Here it is right here.
Mm-hmm.
This is Tony's book. I don't see
Without
evidence anywhere, do you?
No.
Okay. I just want to make sure. Anyway, congrats on your book being finished. I know you're anxious and excited as you should be. He hated the fact that Tony was having this book written about his story. He hated it. You could just tell.
You could
on
tell.
the phone especially.
The way he talked about it.
Yeah, I couldn't bore you guys with the phone calls because when he would give those little digs,
Mm-hmm.
you know, it was a 20-minute phone call. But he just hated it. And of course, he said, you are not going to have my name in this book, right, Tony? You cannot have my name in this book. My mom is worried about it. I am worried about it. No, Ken. No, we won't have your name in the book. Oh, here's the book. This is chapter 12, page 74. It says right here in your book, Kenneth Bianchi and his cousin Angelo Bono were known as the Hillside Stranglers. During a 2-month spree in 1977, the two men kidnapped, raped, tortured, and killed, it says 11 women in California. That was when they used to, they thought they killed that one girl, Judy Barnum, or I can't remember, Jill Barnum. From here, Bianchi moved to Bellingham, Washington, where he murdered twice more before being arrested. In return for testifying against Bono, Bianchi was spared the death penalty. I'm glad you didn't put his name in the book, Tone. Oh, God.
Just what you
wild.
said there at the end about sparing him the death penalty. They should have. They still should have fucking stuck the needle in his arm. Yeah. No, I'd rather see the chair for him.
That would be good.
Yeah, it's more painful.
Too bad they didn't take care of him like Bundy. What did he last? 11 years?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Out.
Gone.
Out.
Okay. Here. And he goes on in the letter, I am writing my autobiography with Christine, who loves me one day, and then she doesn't. She's a little crazy. What the fuck?
No, she's using you, Ken. She's using you.
They're all crazy, right?
Yeah.
The book is titled False Murder. Oh, of course it is.
So it just basically changed from without evidence
to
false murder. But now a bloke, right, is writing it now.
Yeah. And just for giggles.
Mm-hmm.
Shouldn't even be in your terminology, Ken. And just for giggles, I've included the first page. Let me know what you think. What I think is that it sucks so bad, I am not going to bore anyone with it. I'm going to prove what? The pictures. It's okay, though.
Hey, Sal, did you get me that beef sandwich yet?
All right. I'm going to prove to you guys, and I am not going to bore you, but there it is, the first page. It says Bianchi, false murder. False murder. And to show you how good a guy I am by not boring you, I'll read the first line. Barely had darkness overcome the day when the furniture around me turned to silhouette. The warmness of cherry wood surfaces lost in the shadows was replaced with a cloud within my thoughts and a numbness within my soul. Okay. So I don't have to read any.
What is that, a soliloquy?
I don't even know what it is. I mean, you talk about bullshit.
Yeah, right?
Terrible. All right. Enough with this asshole.
You know, I guess you're going to have to go to YouTube to see the paintings that he did for me. So, we're going to show and describe 2 paintings, okay? So bear with us here. This one right here is titled Coming Gladness.
What does that remind you of?
It reminds me of LA Woman.
Yeah,
The lyrics.
it does.
Turn gladness to sadness.
That's it.
Pretty cool, huh?
Yeah,
Yeah. As you could see, he's an excellent artist.
he is.
I mean, that's really good. And the certificate of authenticity is on the back.
Actually, it tells the story, but it's taped on there pretty good. We don't want to get into it, the story.
Yeah.
You can give him a brief idea.
Well, the way
right?
it started was he was asking me what I wanted. And I told him I live 2 very hard lives, and gladness to sadness. And then I told him, like, I go, Ken, you know, like the mass, the theater mass, where you have the happy face and the sad face. And I told him that, and he came up with this, and he wrote the story, but it's all sealed up. No, but it's very nice.
That's good.
That's
Yeah,
very
it's
nice. And guess what? He signed it too. What's that say? Does that say? It says Kenneth Bianchi, right?
Yeah,
He signed it in full.
of course.
And I should feel fucking so thankful
says-
that he signed it for me.
It says Coming Gladness, Kenneth Bianchi, 09.
09.
Yeah.
And you know what, Dad? What's even more great, and I feel even more thankful, is the fact that my mailbox people didn't steal it from me.
Thank God. You had
Right?
some terrible people there looking for autographs. Okay. I can get this one up here.
This one is titled 2 Worlds. And 2 Worlds is basically the life that he misses being locked up in the fucking cage that he belongs in.
Yeah.
And that's the gray
Right.
and
the flower,
the flower and the bird,
the birds, and the sunny sky.
sunny sky
Yeah.
is everything he misses.
And this is to my good friend Tony. Best wishes, Ken Bianchi. 2 Worlds, 08. So the 2 worlds are what's going on the outside, and then he's got like a shack and dead trees and vines,
Yeah.
dead girls,
Hey, it's
dead children. No, I'm kidding about that.
Hey,
but
it's
it
kinda
was in
like-
his fucking mind. I know that.
Angelo's Trim Shop.
Yeah, right.
And then the Kill House next door.
Yeah.
That's not what it was.
No.
Okay.
All right.
All right, guys. This here is the only autograph picture that he ever signed. And here's the letter. Thanks for your compliments on the photos, especially mine. I did get a good tan this summer, so it makes me look younger. Those of you that aren't looking, he's talking about his photograph when he says, especially mine.
Unbelievable.
Right?
Yeah.
Put it in your mouth, Ken.
Oh, God.
Back to the letter. I hope you like the signed photo. I have never in my entire life signed a photo of any kind for anyone. You are the first and very likely the last. Tony, you have the only signed photo of me in existence. But if you are not satisfied with the quality of the signed part of the photo, as I mentioned on the phone, send me a copy without the coding, and I'll gladly do it all over again. Let me know what you think. I think you're a psychopathic asshole. Asshole. That killed 12 beautiful women and children.
You know what, Ken?
What?
You know the glasses that you sent me?
Yeah?
I saw you wearing those glasses on TV in court many, many years ago. We're talking when you got convicted.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and it's the same glasses. I know it is.
Yeah.
Oh, that's really cool.
Yeah, they're old glasses.
Here we have, right in front of me, Captain Bianchi's glasses that he wore when he was testifying against the Lizard Man. You notice he didn't want to talk about them much. It's so funny.
Not at all.
It's so funny on the conversation, right?
That's the first time I ever heard him give like one-word answers.
What? Huh? And so,
Yes. Oh, yeah.
yeah. So, I'm thinking he killed those girls with those glasses on
Oh, well, he most definitely did.
because he had those
As
outside.
As a matter of fact,
Uh-huh.
and you can't see it, but if you look at the glass case, it was purchased at the Glendale Galleria, I believe it was. It's definitely Glendale, where he lived and committed several murders.
Yes.
Glendale.
Glendale.
There it is.
All right. So,
And the Norelco. You want to tell that little story? Go ahead. Or do you want me to?
no, you can.
You want me to?
Yeah, you're on a roll tonight.
Am I?
Yeah, I love it.
So this is the Norelco razor, the preferred razor of serial killers, right?
Right.
Because, Tony dealt with a lot of them. They all wanted the floating heads, the floating head Norelco. You guys are probably all familiar. The older people in the audience,
Floating
I'm sure
heads.
are familiar. Yes. So that's it. It's still got Ken's DNA. There's hairs in there and shit.
Yes.
And it's disgusting. Scott told us, do not open that box in here, guys. We don't want to let fucking evil spirits out.
Let me do something
and I
really
agree
quick.
with him. That's why I got the rosary on top. That's Ken's rosary.
I just thought of something really quick.
Yeah.
We got the glasses,
Yeah. The Norelco.
the Norelco.
Mm-hmm.
I need to try this. Okay? Because it works in the movies. Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice. Let me try this. Bianchi, Bianchi,
Don't say
Bianchi.
it. Don't say it.
He stayed in here.
What if he walked in? Bianchi. Kick his ass.
Would kick his ass. Fucking
Yeah.
right.
Let me tell you a quick story about the floating heads. Tony was dealing with Randy Kraft. Anybody listening to this knows who Randy Kraft is. But anyway, he was writing with Randy Kraft, and Randy asked if he could get him a Norelco razor. He would trade him what he had if Tony bought him a new one. And Tony said, yeah, sure, that's great. So then Randy wrote a letter to him thanking him, but at the same time telling him, if it doesn't have the floating heads, don't send it because I don't want it. This is a guy that was arrested with a dead body in his car. And he didn't do any of the killings either. He's denied them all, hasn't he?
Yeah, like 64.
Yeah. Unbelievable.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, look what we got here.
Yeah, this is special.
Look at this.
Look at this.
Kenny
Yes.
Bianchi's cassette player. Just think, folks, he played fucking Lawrence Welk on this.
That's good. Oh. Tell him about the...
Oh, the COA?
Yeah, the
then
engraving.
he engraved it on here. It says Bianchi, and it's got his prison number, right?
Yes, and his SID number.
And his SID number, yeah.
And it's got something else. I don't know what that is.
Looks like a date, maybe. I can't quite tell. But anyway, it's etched in there.
Mm-hmm.
He actually did that. There it is.
You know, he won't...
Bianchi.
He was bitching about signing a fucking letter or
Yeah.
a card,
Yeah.
but he took the time to etch that into the radio.
And he also signed the front of the TV. That's why we didn't lug the TV in, because one of the guards, this is what they think of him, they erased the little note in his signature on the front of the TV. So he sent Tony a letter. I have sent you the two appliances that were mine. The first is a Philips Magnavox television. He puts the serial number that I've owned since late 2004. On the screen of that television, per your request, I included a personal note to my good friend Tony C. Des lux meres. The above Latin phrase means God is my light. Okay.
He wrote that in another one of his...
right there, yeah.
Yeah, he wrote that in another one of his
I know.
COAs.
Yes, he did. And my signature you have now informed me that someone, after I turned it in for processing, wiped my note to you off the screen. The second is my Panasonic radio cassette player and recorder serial number. I signed the front plastic plate. I've owned that radio since 1986. Enjoy, God bless. And he signed Kenneth Bianchi. He actually signed it for you, buddy.
Nice.
So that's a COA for this.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, he played a lot of Lawrence Welk on there. You know, he had the accordion out. So there it is.
Yeah. You want to tell them about next week's show?
Yes, don't miss next week's. We got to get rolling now, but I want to tell you real quick, don't miss it. We're going to wrap it up. We're going to wrap up the Ken case, and we do have a surprise for you. You guys are not going to friggin' believe it, but you're going to have to tune in next week to hear what it is. And I'm telling you,
I know.
as they say, it's a bombshell.
I know what it is.
Yeah.
I'm going to bang Veronica and Kelly right here on this
Right
table.
on the desk. I won't be here for that, but, you know. Okay, bud.
No, I'm not. That's a wrap, you guys. I hope you enjoyed all the goodies we presented. And as always, take care, stay safe, and remember, always walk in the calm after the storm.
All right. God bless you.
God bless you.